Sam is the one playing by himself on the southern side. It's normally the KJ, but here's where the action starts. It's Artis who gets the first kill.
Oh, Crashes doesn't follow up. That does lead. Oh, he's getting the orb. That's a free kill. I thought he was going to let him go all the way. But look at Victor, all the way up, too.
Position was never shown, and they're a bit split here because the spike is going to the opposite side of the map. You've got Moser who's going to swing around. He finds the first. That's a spike. He's getting peppered, a little trouble as he's overwhelmed, swarmed by Sam.
I mean, great crossfire right there. Chaos in the middle of this A site.
Vic is still on B.
Yeah. And remember, he broke that turret, so Alfia is looking for him, struggling to find him, which means Leo's left in a 1v2 on the other side of the map, but NRG's still not committing.
Giving him a little bit of room and a little time to find a bit more damage.
Oh my goodness, Victor's really lost about where Alfia could be too. He thinks he's following him up in tower.
As is Alfia lost on where NRG are, really.
At least Fnatic is regrouped. NRG's trying to do the same, but they're doing it by clearing more map space, which is a bigger risk, but they're gonna have a bigger reward here. This site is going to be free.
Take a quick glance at the health bars. Leo's down to 75 HP, Alfia is healthy.
Dude, the mind games being played on the opening pistol is insane.
We're in for a good time. You hear the fault line go off. Leo spotting the first. Finesse gets one. It's traded back, leaving Alfia alone. 13 HP. In desperate need of a miracle, and he's not going to get one. NRG take the first. Safe towards spawn wisely. While the rest of Fnatic is rotating on the southern side, Crashies will be the first to take contact.
It's a good nade. No, it hits the stairs.
Just a little short. Not enough oomph behind that one. Crashies on the swing. He's dead. Remember, Sam just has a Sheriff here. He has ult, though. But the rest of the members are crumbling. They're falling all over the place. This looks like an unwinnable situation for NRG.
Last player standing.
And it's just Artis. Manages to take one with him. A second follows. 45 HP. Dropping the nano on the spike. Had to swing and take a fight. NRG managed to steal the round, and they still have the Hunter Fury that they can use into this one. And again, aggression towards Dish. Prowler in the face as Victor goes forward with the satchel in hand. He's sent to the next round.
A deep push as well, forcing these players to commit to this Dish push. Sam has to find both.
Not able to, but so close. And Finesse tries to swing around and apply some pressure from the opposite side, but what a beautiful call from Fnatic. Dude, I feel like these two rounds, barring a 1v4 from Artis, which he's certainly capable of, but these last two rounds, 48 HP now, he's dead. These last two rounds, traded. Victor still healthy, stays alive. I'm not really sure how.
Close battle, two players ready to swing through the smoke.
Remember, this is another weird buy. It's two stingers on the side of NRG, and they're converting again. Artis getting one with the frenzy. I mean, what a proper dismantling.
And Fnatic is being forced to push through A halls multiple times with players who are needed on the retake through Generator, through Canteen. Alfia and Leo in this position both have ults that would have been perfect to be used in Gen.
Artis on the reposition, feeling pressure on the northern side, and it's going to be another hit towards B. This time, Crackle finding gorgeous timing, and Durka does too. It's back and forth again! There's just no backing down from either of these sides.
Over and over too. This is not heroics from any one player to watch, anything like that. This is pure prep from the coaches, Minnie and Chet, and pure calling out of Boaster and Finesse right now. There could be a follow-up ult on either side from Crashes or Sam, but they hold on to them to play post.
4 HP, orbital strike teed up.
Leo on the flank. Could take down Crashies.
No idea. And there goes that, leaving Sam alone. And there's way too much to handle there.
This round, multiple rounds in a row in arcade.
Holding the line. Waiting for the first.
Did they hear the door? I think they were there at the beginning. But if they didn't, they don't know that this is open. They don't know this is an angle for Durka.
Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Oh, but he's going to satchel his way out. But Victor's gone in right behind him. What? Crashies got two with the ult. What an explosive start to the round.
Literally, both teams combining
Planted.
crucial ults together. And they get multiple kills because of that. That leaves this round completely in the hands of the two players from Fnatic right now coming through spawn late in the round.
This would be a difficult task. You're outnumbered here in a meaningful way. There is plenty of money to go around, though. So you figure you take a chance, you go for it. And it's meticulous. Alpha, you're creeping forward. The Han on the other side of smoke cleared out, not finding any value. Leo goes up top and somehow just destroys Crashies. They've gotten it back to it, but Victor shuts the door.
With ults, that's Fnatic's bread and butter. Here comes the push for them, using the same type of theory to push Durka deep here.
Oh, Crashies got him! I thought he saw him! Victor with the second, Leo dancing around, somehow avoiding death and finding a second. A 3v3 as the dust settles and Sam gets a spike down.
And Boaster's going for that same push that Leo did late in the round. Both the turret and alarm bot might be up, and they've taken gen control right now. So it's not going to have the same sort of impact.
Boaster rotating from the northern side, last round of the half. And much like we've
Got past the
seen,
turret, but won't get past the alarm bot here.
cleared out.
Still a molly for Sam here.
Idea where he is. You see Victor trying to go up top, and Sam gets a kill, and there it is, rewarded for the advantage.
They might find everybody on site behind them.
Utility dumped out onto the site, and the space is filled. NRG happy to give the site up, so they're going to fight for a retake.
Spike planted.
First shock dart through a smoke is the only thing keeping them apart from each other. Leo's pushed his way into it. He's behind him, and he gets both. Chronicle with the third. Victor with just a shred of health. But can Artist snatch this thing back?
It's much more aggressive than you're normally used to with Leo.
Now, oh! Artist! How is he snatched this thing back? It's fallen down to one. Victor weak! Alpha here with the kills, and the Red Bull clutch for Fnatic. Space not filled yet. They want to go down low. But Dirk is met with the nano. He's going to try to satchel across it, and he does.
That's a good haunt. It cleared the entirety of the site right now. They just have to avoid Crashes' dart, and then they'll get this plant down with 24 seconds.
I mean, they're so close to
Oh, it's tagged up!
all separating
What?
them, and Psalm's the first to fall. Now Dirk is satcheling back out. Alpha, you're holding a line on the other side. It's a 1-for-1. But the numbers for NRG continue to crumble. It's just Finesse left alone in the 1v4. He's not able to get away. It's another round for Fnatic.
Now the problem is they're trying to deny some sort of space for these orbs that Fnatic is picking up right now. Dirk has now got his ult. Finesse is going to have to try to counter with his own. Oh!
Another instance in which Dirk is not able to get it off. The orbital strike, Artist down low, falling. Side still held as Sam finally gets cleared. Now the Nightfall Finesse, unable to hear a thing, but still trying to find one through the spam. A 3v3 for the site, no ult in play yet. The shock dart gets one. It's Victor who's close to his, though. Alfier is to Chronicle on the swing. Crash, he's dead. Paul's controlled, site controlled, and Chronicle's just kind of doing it on his own. Finally falls to the nade.
Showstopper, they're up close right now.
He still has 2 satchels. And the Roomba. There's the first. Trying to get across, spotting one. Guessing on the second. Not behind that door. Swinging, not found. Fnatic get another.
It's back.
Wow. On attack, no less. And he finds value. Of course he does. Showstopper from Victor. Not hitting its mark.
We were having conversations about Kong being the best attack side out. Boaster should be out of that conversation. Why? Because he's the only person to do this sort of thing. Just reminds me when he pulled it out in overtime back in Copenhagen.
Another one for Boaster. They swing into him. Saw him on the trade.
Finally the punish.
Off your feet!
That Rolling Thunder's very aggressive from Chronicle. They're in spawn.
Oh, there's a line here for Alfred to follow up, and Psalm's full stunned.
He's gotten 3. He's had himself a map. He may be the only bright spot on this side for NRG, but he has played well with the position, the potential to get more.
Dude, they aware of Chronicle's route here.
Oh, they have to be now. This would be backbreaking. Ness cleans him up. Woo! But they're gonna go. And it's all just a delay. The orbital strike is gonna get Boaster out. Durka's going aggressive. There it is. There were questions around whether an artist would be overwhelmed, but he's able to keep them back for the first. Traded on the second. A 4v4 quickly turns into a 4v3, perhaps 2. There's just no real way for NRG to hold them back. It's been so labored.
What?
He's gonna get the kill.
I can't believe it. At least getting that tag. 10 seconds for the plant right now. Nothing left. Still.
Wait, Chronicle is. That could have secured the round. I believe it did. I don't think there's enough time. There's not. Halls anymore. They're gonna stimmy their way into sand. Artist is in trouble. He's not in a position to be able to get out. He's got to hold him back by himself. He gets the first. Looking to provide some resistance, and that's all it was.
Just lost his place right there while flashed up.
Orbital strike straight into spawn, Rolling Thunder. They push them back. And they've left Boaster in a cheeky position. It may not matter though, as the rest of the team is getting the kills. It's Chronicle and Alfie are leaving Crashies alone. A 1v3. Some utility, but not much.
It's tough to use here.
He's got the dart, he's got the shock, and he has no health. Fnatic gets him at point. I mean, they're funneling, they're pushing, there's no crunch. It's all just a fight from one side! And it's turned in favor of Fnatic.
This might be the end here. NRG, they go for that drone, re-clear. But you had such a deep satchel from Victor. Nobody's able to follow up on it, and the rest of the Fnatic players just group up. This might be it. 3 players for NRG, 4 from Fnatic. Fnatic's so cautious. This grouping here of Som and Crashies might be perfect, though.
It was Durka who had the off a moment ago, just handed it off to Chronicle.
Wants to use his satchel to take space.
The one benefit for the defensive side here for NRG is that 2 of the 3 members that remain are on this site.
Oh, Crashies is tucked here. Leo does have his Haunt, a Prowler too. They can clear it out.
Som has a Molly.
30 seconds left.
Crashies with some util. Are they gonna rotate? Oh, they're gonna go in through sand. They just don't have a ton of time here.
And the Molly should be able to hold them off too. From one side at least.
Assuming they identify where it is. Leo has been left behind. Crashies falls. All onto Som, again, who's had himself a great game, but he can't convert here either.
It's just perfect from Fnatic, mauling out the last player on the site too, finding Crashies on the swing. They both got stunned by that breach stun from Chronicle. It's perfect.
It really is. It's a little, I mean, it's not even like they're just trying to diff them with gunfights. Everything is so fastidiously considered. And it's clean. The first half was a brawl, but the second half felt like all Fnatic all the way, and they take Fracture 13-9. An opportunity to reinvigorate and refresh their success on the map. They find themselves on the attacking side.
Oh, they're not ready for this hookah play. Whoa!
So many people through, and you're right, NRG had no idea. Now throwing the brakes on the rotate. Cascade as he goes straight to the skies, and he takes Som down.
Last player standing.
What a start from Fnatic.
Catching them completely unaware. I'm wondering if there's a flash that gave them misinformation there, if Fnatic dodged it somehow to get a timing up through. But you can tell NRG really interested in getting that orb. And then falling back towards that A side, hoping that they can stack the correct side. Instead, now they leave Artis alone.
You're right. I would love to see the opening round, the opening of that round again, to see what it was that led to a false sense of security.
I mean, it might just be that there was nothing, and they just had there. Some sort of false sense of security for no reason.
I can slide to push through. Yeah, Victor close by too. But Dirk is just gonna satchel forward. It's just complete disrespect with the judge. Som stops him. And they still have showers control too.
Well, Fnatic does gain control of lamps. They've lost 2 now. And the trades coming from Alpha, yes. Pinpoint, accuracy, top of the box. Pops 2.
Finesse is still playing on the other side. He's still towards B.
Cage trigger.
And this pause from Fnatic, just instilling a little bit of doubt.
It's cunning. Eventually, NRG are going to want to try to re-clear, try to get some information. It should just be off of a Crashy's flash.
And they're here. They're ready for it. There's a flash that you mentioned off the swing, but he was just a little ahead of it. And Crashy's falls.
It's too staggered.
Artist taking one back. Spike short.
Finesse still
Finesse
here.
has not left.
30 seconds left.
Come on, man.
Those are Spidey senses. Indicator that he should not go forward.
And the fact that Alfir doesn't even TP, he holds on to this space right now. Artist reposition! Are you kidding me?
You mentioned pinpoint before. That might have been the best of the three we've seen.
10 seconds
It's just
left.
a needle for a pixel.
Finesse in a 1v2. He's healthy. He's got a Phantom Boaster. Alfir not nearly as lucky. He gets one. He gets both. And you see it. I mean, they're here. Leo's waiting. Alfir is too. The flash is well considered by Crashy. So Victor going aggressive. He's going for the flank, and it never goes off. He never shoots it. He was too close.
These Razors are having such trouble placing these showstoppers.
Chronicle has gotten behind him. Crashy's had no idea. He had no chance. It's falling down onto 3. Finesse continues to frag. And the cascade. Tom has to tug right back out. Durka doing well to keep him back. He's gotten 2. He gets 3.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. There's just not much more to say, is there?
And the idea from NRG is really good there, too. Leo's swinging onto the stairs where the old TP was, so he's not even in that fight from Alfir. Alfir goes in front of the Viper Wall, does not get flashed, which is key. Maybe the execution could be improved.
This Showers hold was so important, too, because Finesse invested the pit on B. They invested a lot towards holding this site. And so far they failed, but perhaps they can reconsider, perhaps they can reestablish as the Psalm falls one more time.
I mean, they have so many different variations of holding this A side, too. They're just abusing this at this point.
Yeah, they are.
Durka can sometimes be on boxes, they can be playing post, they can be holding short.
You're not limboing your way through that. You imagine a timeout. It has to be on the cards here pretty soon.
Definitely.
Because Fnatic, you're right, they just continue to pound A. And just exploit the defense.
Last player standing.
We've seen good halves from NRG on this map on both sides, so not quite getting worried anywhere about keeping this game close. Where they did push deep, down B, but they end up all flanking, and this time there's going to be a Showers TP with a Trailblazer to follow up on. Victor's stuck here, though. And Fnatic is not committed, so they're happy to wait this out and challenge.
Did he bite off more than he could chew? Stuck in teleporter. Everyone from Fnatic is here to handle him. But he bought
They just used a Reckoning to try to clear him out, and yes, it will get him out, but leaves a lot of gaps and loses a lot of tools.
Such a heavy investment to preserve his life, and then he eventually falls. Alfir once again getting a 2K from what looks like the same spot.
And right now, these Seekers might all get destroyed. Yes, Artist is going to get the rest, but Chronicle's inserted in such a good position. Alfir is punishing. He's so smart.
Crashies, can you hold the line? Durka falls.
They're just going to TP now. It doesn't matter what Crashies can do.
Yeah, there's just so much room that Chronicle's taking A.
It's crazy. They could have crossed there, but they're just a little concerned about where Crashies' position is, and they're just going to use that space. Don't even bother TPing. Take all the time that you need. That's discipline right there from Fnatic. Deeper than it looked at first.
Just to slow down, just to keep the Fnatic attack at bay.
I mean, that's important. They just wasted a few mollies on that one.
He's gonna be able to get anything, no. Dirk is too high, Boaster's too low, and the health is too short. Now the nade in the lap of Psalm, forcing him to swing up, now without damage being taken.
30 seconds.
They're rolling them. They're just rolling them.
Yeah.
Chronicle's hunting. Crashes can't save the gun that he...
Rounds ago, the fact that there's a 10-2 is a very good reality. We find ourselves on the precipice of it. Showstopper up top.
Oh!
Wow, where did that go? Crashy still gets a kill.
Went way over top that ramp.
Does anyone scoop up the op? No, they're leaving it.
And the late orb is actually going to kind of tell you what's coming right now on the side of NRG.
IGL's battling, and the gun fight goes in favor of Boaster.
Finesse didn't have his gun out.
spam through, and once again, a complete disrespect of Psalm's utility. They're just fearless in pushing past it. It's just so well considered. Everything is flawless. Everything is perfect.
That pit might be a little early here for Fnatic, though. Never mind.
Boaster's fragging. Boaster's farming. Meanwhile, NRG, they've been squelched. They've been suffocated. They've been stymied. What a stomp.
We'll see if that story includes a comeback. Here comes the hit, sectioning off the site. The dog does clear a lot. They should get the plant, which the wall allows. And whoa, he has a lot of movement on top of this box, a lot of freedom there.
You can almost see the pathing.
They're not even hitting the site though right now, and you actually do still have Chronicle here.
They're still here. They don't bite on this at all.
Spike down.
With a classic too. I thought it was a ghost at first when he first took down the first player. Artist left wondering, where did everybody go? Like John Travolta.
I mean, NRG tried to run
Right there.
what should be a tempting fake. And Fnatic just so disciplined, so well considered.
They kind of bit. Okay, the High Tide actually cut off the spike, but Molly's come in. It should outlast it.
And they put the Trailblazer right in front of it too to clear it. Dude, Fnatic are playing borderline perfect value.
Got it, he got it. He's escaped. No, he didn't. What? I thought he got it.
It must have been so close.
He felt like it was on top of it.
Artist now joins the fray with 10 seconds left, and utility on the other side. They have to dump out Flood, and they do so into their deaths. A prime gaming flawless for Fnatic.
Yeah, I'm betting he thought the same thing I thought. Absolutely got to get something going right now. And it's straight down into Lamps. It's a good start. It looks like Alfir was just, ooh.
Dude, this is what I mean.
What a good trip.
The trip was great. Alfir's setup was actually a little late,
Yeah, exactly.
but the trip was great. Even in the face of the Cascade, Chronicle just goes. An attempt at flipping the map from the attacking side. They take the teleporter, they leave Finesse behind. See if he can cut off any rotates. But anchor, because it looks like they want to rotate back towards him.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Victor just stays in Lamps, holds that space. Derek is going to be able to return just in time for them to start taking that front of sight.
And look at this, Fnatic just barely fight, but you're right. Dirk is back.
There's only one player here right now. They still thought that there might have been a double step back. But Boaster will now have this flank. Victor in spawn. Can he take down Leo? Coming around the corner right now. Crucial fight.
Victor on it. Damage done. Still has a stinger though. As Durka repositions.
Last player
Can he pick it
standing.
up? Boaster's down. They're going to be able to convert this for us unless Durka wins a 1v2. The tap on the spike, the reposition. Victor showing a little leg, giving him a little bait. Crashies once. I mean, they're just like gnats. They're just annoying him. They're being pests. And they're securing the round.
Upgrade to a Bulldog for Crashies too.
I've got your track.
Leo's playing to get walled up. No. He doesn't actually go for the wall. Artist made a misclicked. There's a slow on top. Artist!
He's pushing right into him.
Wait, what just happened?
With 10 seconds left, I don't know that NRG are going to be able to get out.
He just had a meltdown.
Alfir still here! And Alfir gets two, Chronicle gets the last, and that's series point for Fnatic.
Any of the trips, though. And unfortunately for them, Crashies is starting to creep up, but he's got one of the Vandals, so he can't really spend time breaking with the Trailblazer.
Chronicle's positioning is just perfect. Just around the corner, understanding that if someone gets up in the box, he'll have the sightline on that. Victor's going aggressive for him! What on earth? I mean, it's over. It's just two left for NRG.
Oh, Artist has gotten on the site. Meanwhile, all of that. Which means there's not much more util coming in from the side of Fnatic. They just started the retake.
He's pushing Spawn with the Spectre. The potential to leave Crashies alone is exactly what takes place. He has a rifle, so it'd have to be a 1v4 to pull this thing off, to keep the series going. And that just seems impossible. And it exactly is. Durka with 3, and on the graves of the fallen, Fnatic raise their flag.